Thank you for taking the time to speak to me, Mr. Banshee. We appreciate this is a troubling time. However, we feel we have some news that we are now able to share with you on the disappearance of your friend. The first thing I want to make absolutely clear to you is that Dusty is in no way in any danger.
I don't understand how you can say that. He's been missing for over 24 hours now.
I'm not at liberty to give any further details at this time, but what I can tell you is we have full eyes on the situation, and we have been able to make contact with your friend.
Okay, you're going to have to give me more information than this, Inspector, because you're saying that he's okay, he's safe, that you're speaking to him, but ultimately he can't come home? He's been kidnapped, so what is the situation?
Please try and remain calm, Mr. Banshee. We understand your concern and anxiety in the matter. That is all the information I can give you at this time. Dusty is working closely with our kidnap unit, and we are hoping that he'll be returned safely within the next 24 hours.
So what am I supposed to do? Just sit here and trust you and take your word for it?
That would be the best course of action at this stage, sir, yes.
So what, I'll just go back to work as normal?
We recommend in these times of stress that you try and continue with your life. It's always helpful to remain busy, keep yourself occupied. We will absolutely be in touch with you as soon as any news breaks on this particular case.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do that. I can't sit around here though, that's for sure.
What I will say to you, sir, is please confine yourself to the grounds of your farm. There is nothing more detrimental to a case of this nature than friends and family and external forces trying to affect the end result. Please trust that me and my team have this completely in hand.
Yes, well, thank you very much for your time, Mr. Tibbs. Let me see you out, and yes, please do stay in touch. I really, really need to know what's going on.
Don't worry, sir, we can see ourselves out. I'll be in touch. Thank you for your time.
Oh man, I didn't sleep a wink last night. It's about 5 o'clock in the morning. I think I probably had about an hour's worth of sleep. The police came round about midnight, and yeah, I don't have any new information on what's going on with Dusty. He's been kidnapped. That's a fact, I know that. But the police seem to be of the mind that he's okay. I mean, they're in contact with him. I can't get my head around that fact. So if they're speaking to him, then why can't he come home? I've been going around in my head. I've been racing around and around in circles in my mind all night about this. He's got to be in danger, otherwise surely the police would just pull him out of there. They say I should just get on with life. It feels like a bit finite. It feels like, you know, move on. I'm not moving on. I mean, he's been gone a couple of days now, but this is insane. But I get what they're saying. I mustn't just sit here and wallow. Oh, Christ, my bones ache. So, yeah, I'm going to just kind of... I'm just going to crack on with a few jobs this morning. I don't think I'm going to hear from anyone in the immediate future, but I just don't know. So I think the best thing I can do is just make sure everything is ticking over here as it should be. And hopefully we'll hear more from the police in terms of what's happening with Dusty later on. Cool, there's a lot of fruit there. Yeah, my head's just not in it. I think what I'm going to do is head back to the field and continue with the mowing that I started before all this kicked off. This whole disastrous, terrifying saga. Sorry guys, you're just going to have to bear with me. This is tough. So let me give you a status update then. 5:30 in the morning. We're in June. I don't really know what's going on in terms of crops. I'll check the animals later. They should be okay for a little while yet. So, yeah, they'll be okay. I was mowing this field last time around, as you know, when I got that horrifying, harrowing... I can't even get the words out. I can't get the words out. Harrowing phone call. I think pretty much at the moment that Dusty was taken, and I just need to get on, guys. I'm just going to get in here. I'm going to get on. So as I was before then, I'm just going around this field doing a couple of headlands, and then I'll go up and down. pick it up, and I think this will just go in the silo as is, as grass for our sheep, and that's absolutely fine. We've got absolutely tons of hay still in there. We've got some silage in there and a little bit of TMR. I may have to mix up some TMR later. I'll go and have a look at the cows in due course. I mean, that's normally Dusty's job, isn't it? So, yeah. Poor bloke. I hope he's okay. I hope he's okay. Well, I'm all done. That's not too bad. Doesn't take long in the old Big M here. I do like this vehicle. It's very peaceful. I don't even bother putting the radio on. I just sit here and cruise around and let my mind just do what it wants to do. I think I'm going to try and keep myself occupied today as much as possible. It's only going to be me on my own, but I'm sure I can crack on with some major jobs. I do need to sort out the manure. That's becoming a major issue. It was a major issue last time round, if you remember when I mentioned it. The slurry is also coming up. We've got about 76 grand in the bank. I don't want to go purchase anything. Well, I don't want to go purchase anything really without Dusty's kind of conversation and input. I don't want to waste any more money that we don't have until I can see a good yield and good payday in the future. Once we know we're going to get paid for something, and it may be that planks is the first thing, then perhaps we might have a little bit of cash to go and outlay. Yeah, I'm just running over here just to park up. I may want this again later. Yeah, look, the slurry's back up again. I'd say about 3/4 full perhaps. And as I said before, the manure is insane. In fact, the issue I've got now is I haven't got anywhere to put it, and it's starting to back up in here as well. Oh, goodness me, we need some straw for the animals. I think I may have to tend to the cows today. Okay, yeah, they need some TMR as well. Oh, poor ladies. I've really not been on the ball recently. Oh, goodness me. Okay, I want to have a real quick sit rep then. And the cows have got no food and no straw, so they are starting to suffer health-wise. That is really not good. I need to get on top of that. Chickens aren't doing too bad. They've got a bit of corn in there. I couldn't get my hands on any cheap grain this time round, but corn was on deal, so we picked up a couple of pallets of corn. That's fine. They'll just keep doing their thing. I'll leave them for now. The sheep, on the other hand, they seem okay. They've got grass and they've got more than enough. They've got water. They're producing wool, although I still feel rather slowly. But the mums are looking after the new lambs, so they're all good. I'll have a quick look in on them, but I don't think there's anything to do there. Right, let's have a quick blast on the stock check then. We are in June. Is anything on there that needs selling? What have we got down the bottom? Oh, apples. Okay, so I might have a whiz over there later. I could do with going and have a look at the greenhouses and those various veg up there anyway. It's been a while, so maybe I'll swing around there, pick up some apples. They need to go to Le Jardin de Fermier. That's fine. I can drop those off and make a couple of grand there. It's not enough really to go ahead and go and purchase any new machinery, but every little helps. But this is the one I've highlighted on screen here. Planks. We've currently got 161,000 of planks. Unbelievable. That's going to sell next month in July. We're going to help the old boy who still owns a carpentry with his production chain, hopefully make a little bit of profit, and we will make a packet on that. So that is where our big load of cash is coming from in July. We haven't got any crops in that actually need any attention at the minute. I do wonder if I need to spray the grass fields with a bit of extra fertiliser just to make sure we get as much grass out of those as possible. But there's nothing that needs to come out in terms of arable crops. Our sorghum, I think, is actually going to be ready in September because it went in a bit late. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. And in terms of corn, yeah, again, as we know, October, November. So we've got a little bit of time to wait yet until I can get myself in the seat of the big harvester. Oh man, I can't wait for that. As soon as that first harvest comes in, I'm going to feel much better about that massive investment I made almost a year ago now. I'm really stressing about this pile of manure we've got here, and I think what I'm going to do is see if I can hire something. That means that I don't have to spend so much on purchasing the equipment. If I hire it just as a one-off, then I might be able to use it to spread some muck on our grass fields, which will kill two birds with one stone. We can get them back up to 100% fertiliser, and we can get rid of some of the muck. And where the hell did I put the Fendt? Is that it up there? Yes. Okay, let me go get the Fendt. I'll have a quick look online once I get in a cab and see what options are available to us. So there's quite a few manure spreaders available. I don't think we should go for the small one because it just means that we'll be hauling backwards and forwards. We've got over 100,000 litres of muck sat there in that pile, let alone what's in the actual barn. So, I mean, let's have a look. The Haw, not heard of that brand before. That will take 16.5 cubic metres, so 16,000. Got a decent spreading range of 12 metres. At the very top end, we've got the Strautmann PS3401. That will take 34 cubic metres with a spreading area of 24. But that is about £7.5 grand to hire. I think I'm going to go somewhere right in the middle and see how we get on. So I've gone for a kind of low to mid-sized muck spreader called the Bri-Ri, or Bri-Ri perhaps. I'll have a look. I'll show you once we get down to the store. I'm just going to go pick it up now. Now, I know Inspector Tim said that he didn't want me to leave, in effect, the confines of the farm, but in my mind, if that means that I can't get on my job, then, well, he's just going to have to like it and lump it. I don't think I'm in any danger. I don't know what Dusty's got himself into, but obviously it's pretty serious. Right, I just want to take a turn down here. Again, I'm pretty sure they don't want me down here, but I am thinking if I can pick up the Land Rover, that's going to be useful. I'm hoping I can. Also, I need to check on this field as well. Oh, damn it. It looks like they've cordoned it off. I suppose they call it a crime scene. That seems a bit ridiculous to me. At the end of the day, they know where Dusty is. They're talking to him. They must know who the bad guys are. Yeah, and I was right. I do need to check on this field. Look at the state of it. There are weeds everywhere. Oh, goodness me. So I am going to have to come down here with a sprayer, which means putting some skinny wheels on, and I'm no good at changing tyres. I'll go back and have a look at that field later on. I don't want to lose the entire crop, so I will have to give it a bit of attention. The sprayer is up at the main farm. I can use the fence maybe, or I can just go and grab the little Massey. That might do it. But for now, I'm just going to go grab this muck spreader. I might pop in and have a look at the status. Do you know what? I'm going to do that now. I'm in no rush to get the muck spread, and while I'm here, let me go in and have a look. There's the little Massey. Crops look okay. We might have to put some extra stuff in though. They're looking a bit low on the old solid fertiliser. Okay, so there are a couple of jobs we need to deal with around here. And of course, I want to have a wander down and have a look and see how many how many apples we've got. But we've got honey. Yes, we've got honey. The bees are busy, which is fantastic. So we've got honey, we've got apples. This little market garden area is really coming on. The grass is a bit high. I might have to give that a bit of a trim. Okay, yeah, really happy. And I can see, yes, I can see some apples. That's not bad at all. Yeah, great, fantastic. So each one of these trees is harvesting an entire pallet. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I tell you what, when we get a bit of extra cash, I might even use the funds from the apples here to purchase a couple more trees. We'll start to flesh out this area, put a couple more in. We'll go for a kind of grid effect, and I think we can come out almost, if I just back up a bit in line, almost to here. Oh, I'm a bit close to the old kind of turning area. We might miss off this corner. So just come to here and fill this in. Great, I think we'll have some good yield of apples then. We'll have to check the old calendar in terms of when we feel this is all going to be ready. I think it's later on in the year. I can't see any flowers yet, and obviously it's the flowers and the insects pollinating those flowers which then goes on to create the fruit, the grapes. I'm really excited about that. That's another production chain which I'm hoping is going to yield a good reward and therefore make it all worth it in the end. Right, let me go get in the Massey then and get some of these little jobs around the market garden sorted. Then I'll go up to the store and pick up the muck spreader. Right, well there we go. We got a load of manure in there. We got a little bit more solid fertilizer. I think I will have to purchase a load more. That's all looking good. We do need to get some straw, but we're going to need straw down for the animals, so that's something I'm going to have to deal with later on as well. For now, I'm just going to switch off the Massey. There we go. She's done, so she's parked up and happy. Just get these doors closed up. What I might do is just open up the sides. There we go, so that's the curtain. That'll get a nice bit of cross breeze going through there. Okay, I'm happy with this area for now. Let's go and get that muck spreader. Working on your own like this, you kind of have to prioritise what jobs you can do in the time you've got and what really needs doing. I know that I need to have a bit of a tidy up, but I'm not going to worry about that today. Animals at the minute are the priority. The cows are in desperate need of attention, so that's why I'm focusing on getting the manure sorted, so they'll be happier there, getting some straw down. I know that means I'm going to have to do a double run back there and back again, but that's not a problem. When I drop off the older muck spreader later on today, then hopefully I can pick up some straw with a little blue trailer as well. There she is, ready to go. Just coming up to 10 o'clock. I've still not heard anything from Inspector Tim, and I was hoping to by now. I hate this. This situation is horrible. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to keep myself busy, as you guys can see. I'm just trying to push on, but I'm genuinely worried about Dusty, and I just don't know how I feel about leaving someone else in control. Well, home sweet home at the very least. I'm going to go and get this loaded up with muck straight away. Dig out the old JCB, put the bucket on the front. So let me just get myself backed up, give myself enough turning room, and then hopefully we can get underway. Chickens always seem very happy, which is always good to see at least. I do think we might be able to sell some of the boys though. We don't need those for eggs. The bucket's right next to me, so I'll swing around and then pick that up, and then we'll get on with loading up. Now, in terms of muck on grass, I know it's not optimal. I know that actually, if it's too strong, it can actually burn the blades of grass and cause you more trouble than it's worth. And I also know that normally you would use muck on the field, you'd churn it in before you then go and drill that field. So really I'm going all completely arse about face, but if it means that we can get the muck out of the way and actually used and therefore save us a bit of cash in the long run, I think that's got to be the best thing to do, surely. Why did I leave the big M there? What was I thinking? I've done all the mowing. Wow, my head really isn't in it at the minute. Right, here we are then. Let's get down, get the bucket in position, about there. Let's take a load and get it in the back. Oh, that was easy. Right, back her up. Right, swing around. Careful, careful. Rehearse. Back in we go. Right, I think I'm just going to extend the boom a bit. Yeah, I think that's about right. No, let's come down a bit. Always hard to judge. Think about there. And there we go. Ah, you can see the weight lifting off the tyres. Let's give it a little shake. Right, we're in. Right, I think I'm done. That's as much as I think I can fit in. I am not on my best game today. I really am not, guys. I'm so sorry. Look at the state of this. I've dropped so much on the floor. That was almost half a bucket. I just completely misjudged. I wasn't paying attention. Right, so let me just leave the JCB over here out the way. And then I'm going to jump in, try and drive over this massive muck heap. I'll come and sort this out later on. And let's see if we can get some on the grass fields over yonder. So this little trailer behind me will take 14,000 litres or 14 cubic metres if you want to talk in 3D. And let's get this out on the field and see if it makes a difference. I hope it does, because it will mean we're making use of this muck. Right, I can't remember what the width of this spreader is in terms of how much it flies out the back. I think we'll just have to give it a go and I can adjust on the fly. Let me get myself roughly into position. There we go. Okay, right, let's get this unfolded. So the back opens up. I think we're ready to go. Everything else is all set. Yeah, we're all good to go. Right, power on. It's spreading. Okay, that looks good. Let me just straighten up a bit. Well, I need to come towards the edge a bit more. It's not as wide as I'd hoped. It's not as wide as the sprayer by any stretch of the imagination. What I am aware of is that this seems to run out pretty quickly, whereas the spray seems to go on forever. The muck, I think I'm already down to halfway already, and I've only done one side and the bottom. So I think I'm going to be running backwards and forwards somewhat, picking up muck all day long. So the advantage of using our own stuff to save a bit of money and to get rid of it is greatly outweighed by the effort involved with filling up the trailer every 5 minutes. There we go, that is my point exactly. So I've done one headland and I've just come down this row here, as you can see to the right of me, and that's it. That is a full load done. So back to the JCB, back to filling it up. Yeah, this is going to be a bit tedious, I must admit. For smaller fields, I think this is going to be perfect. Either that, or in the future we are going to need to make an outlay of a couple of $100,000 to get something much, much bigger than the little box I've got sat behind me. Right, I've backed up this side now of the muck pile. That should be a bit easier. Should save me a bit of time rather than reversing backwards and forwards. Oh man, I've not got a flat tyre, have I? That's the last thing I need. Well, I don't think there's anything I can do with the JCB in that state. I don't want to ruin the tyre by trying to push on with the job. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the trailer here, the muck spreader, and I'm actually going to head over and pick up the grass with the forage harvester. That job will then be done and that field clear, and then I can go and muck that field straight after as well. Right, where is it? Oh yes, it's right behind there. So let me just get around the truck. I will actually put that away later. But there's only one of me today, and it's quite hard just pushing on with these jobs on your own. Should be fairly simple because I did some nice headlands. What I'm going to do, just because of the way I'm coming in, is I'm just going to start on this inner one. Right, let's get the header down, power on, engine's revving. Right, that should be it. Let's get moving on. That's the first load done. 100%, that's 50,000 litres of grass. One thing I did forget is that I have actually got the silage additive going on in the back of the trailer here. And being as this is going in just as grass, we don't actually need that. And I'm hoping it doesn't actually affect the grass at all. I know it just helps the grass digest, if that makes sense. But that should be okay for the sheep. So we'll get it into the silo here, and then that'll be ready to be used for feed later on. Well, there we go. I've got 2 more little rows to do and then I'm pretty much there. Doesn't take too long to pick up grass, not in this field anyway. It's not very big and I've barely got 2 loads out of this. I reckon I'm about 80%. I'll check the screen in a minute. So let me just swing round, get this last one behind me. There she is. Get this tipped off into the silo, and then I think I'll go back down to the market garden and see if I can't sell some apples. Oh yes, it's apple selling time. So the final figure in the back here right now, 83%, 41,500 litres. Not bad. I took the opportunity to actually unhitch and get the cultivator and the planter off the back of the trailer here that Dusty inadvertently left. So it's an opportunity for me to tidy up a bit, and I'm actually going to head down in the truck with the big trailer. It's a bit overkill considering we've only got 5 pallets of the old apples, but if I go down in the other trailer, it means I end up having to come back with the straw in the little blue trailer, and that means that's then in the wrong place. So I'm going to go down with this, and I think that works better logistically. Now, I'm a bit annoyed about the old muck. I just can't wait for Dusty to get back safe and sound so he can help me fix that flat tyre. Oh well, not a job for today. I'll have to finish that another time. Right, last one. I've got the other 4 on. Pretty painless, actually. Right, let's get this last one under, and I'll get that loaded on, and we're going to make, I reckon, about 2 grand, maybe 2.5. Easy peasy. Nice and easy when you go in the right side of the pallets, I must admit. Going in sideways always makes it a bit more difficult. Right, let me just make sure this is level so it doesn't whack the ramp and so it doesn't tip me over. The apples aren't too heavy actually, not compared to the butter and cheese. That's really heavy. There we go. Right, that might be as far as I can go, or I'll stack on the top. Yeah, I think I'm going to go on top here because I need the space to get myself up. Out there. I come back without tipping. There we go. Forks up. Great job done. I'll drop off the Massey and we'll go get it sold. Look at that. Taking a different route. I thought we were going to Le Fermier de Jardin or whatever that's called, but actually we're heading up towards the grape processing plant. I think they want the apples for turning into cider. So yeah, this is nice. We haven't travelled up this road yet, so somewhere a bit different. Oh, pay attention to the road there, Banshee, you're drifting a bit. Yeah, so looking forward to it. A new venture, a new venue. It's always good to explore the local area. Now I think this is it coming up on the left hand side. It looks, yeah, it looks like a vineyard or a winery. Perhaps this is it here. Okay, let's see if I go in this entrance here if that makes a difference. No, it's not this one. It's not this one. I think it's this one. Here we go. Raisins, sweet and sour raisins. There we go. I think we want to drop off just here by the press, so I need to get myself backed in. Actually, yeah, I can go into this little bit here. That should give me just enough space to reverse. It's going to be tight. There we go, offloading into the stores. And let's see how much we're making. It's ticking up. Oh, this isn't bad at all. I think we're over 3 grand for this. This is brilliant. 2,700, so just shy of 3 grand. Excellent, that's more than I was hoping for. And that has more than covered the hire of our equipment earlier on today. Oh my goodness, my phone's ringing. Where is it? I've just got back in the cab. Oh my goodness, it's Dusty. Dusty, are you okay? What's going on? Tell me.
Hey there, Crimson. Listen up. I can only say this once.
Okay, Dusty, yeah, sure, go ahead, I'm listening.
You know where the Land Rover is?
Yeah, down in the forest, why?
You gotta come down and meet me there at sunset today. Can you do that, Crimson?
Yeah, of course, sunset today down in the forest. Okay, what's going on? What's gonna happen?
I can't tell you that right now. Just make sure there ain't no police, okay? No police. Otherwise, God knows what'll happen to me. Okay,
Dusty, yeah, no police and sunset down in the forest. What's going on? Can't you just tell me a bit... Dusty? Dusty? Oh, Christ. No police, but it's the police that apparently been talking to him. I don't know what's going on. I don't even know if I should be going down there. Should I tell the police? Should I not? I've got to get back to the farm. Let me get back to the farm. Out the way, chickens. Come on. Stupid birds. Okay, right. I'm going to have to go down in the fence. I can't go down the Land Rover because that's already down there. And the truck's just too big. I don't have any other vehicle that I'd want to use. Right, just going to go make sure the fence is all set up and ready. It's unhitched, but I just need to move it around here. Oh, Christ. What is going on? Dusty, what have you been into? Yeah, I'm super paranoid now. Just keep my eyes open for any sort of blacked out SUVs. Who's that over there? Oh, see, oh my God, my back is crawling. This is ridiculous. I don't know whether I should be walking in like this. It feels like I'm walking straight into the lion's mouth like this, but I can't phone the police. I've been sat here waiting for the sun to set. There's nothing else I can do. My brain is absolutely buzzing. I think it's about time. Okay, deep breaths. Let's go and see what's going on with Dusty. Oh, damn it, they're here. 2 trucks. Yeah, the 2 SUVs, the black ones.
Stay in your vehicle, Mr. Banshee. We got eyes on you.
Dusty, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay, YouTube guy. Just do what they say. Trust me, they'll shoot you right here if they have to. Just tell us where the gold is, Mr. Banshee, and no one gets hurt.
I don't know anything about any gold. I don't know what you're talking about. Just let Dusty go.
Well done, boys. We finally got them. Errol, we know you're armed. Step out of your vehicle with your hands up. I've got 4 trained police officers with sights on you right now. Do not do anything funny.